Beautiful souls, love reading time. I'm doing how you think they feel versus how they really feel for the person on your mind. So, how you think that they feel about you. How you think they, whoa, that they're miserable. Miserable without you is what I'm hearing, but miserable in general. Cards of, oh. Getting that Freya Riding song "Lost Without You" come through. Come lost without you. Okay. Firstly, you think that your person's really, really burdened by this situation, burdened in life. They might have a lot going on. I am getting a lot of anxiety through for how you think they're feeling. I don't think it's just around you. You'd think that every area of their life, they're stressed, they're down, they're anxious, they're up at night, can't sleep, everything's a mess kind of energy coming through. That they feel defeated, that they've lost the fight, and I feel like you feel like they've lost the fight for you, but also I can't help but feel this is other elements of their life as well. Maybe things have gone wrong, there's been losses, maybe they've lost a job, they've lost a home. Like, this has been coming up a lot, but I'm obviously connecting to a similar kind of energy. You could feel like they've lost a job, they've lost a home, they've lost a person. They could be an actual passing going on with your person. But it's like they've put down their swords. Their swords are what they used to fight, and they put them down and gone. It's like raising the white flag? I'm defeated. That's really sad. This is what you think they feel. You think that they're normally, that they're unbalanced, they're not as independent as they normally are, that their life's a juggling act. And I keep deviating from how they feel about you. You think that even though they're sad about this and they're anxious about this, that everything else going wrong in their life is like their main focus. Remember, this is how you think they feel. I couldn't help that it was like this little, I want to say like nest egg, or, like the idea of like nesting for a home or a family. They say that women do that before they have babies, don't they? This is a weird one. I'm trying to describe it right, but it's like you think that they feel that you were that little nest that they were building. I know what I'm trying to say. I hope that gets through. But that, maybe that does represent, you're nesting before having a baby, or your little home was your nest, and you were growing that together. There's a reason I'm saying the word nest. Maybe you'll be like, oh, I don't know, that maybe there'll be something will kind of click there. It's a weird one. But you think that they feel sad that they've lost their Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups is happy ever after, complete emotional fulfillment, happiness, and they've lost that, and they're just rock bottom and down and depressed and lost hope in the connection. But it's like they've lost their fight for life, which is really sad. Again, this is how you think they feel. They're not willing to budge. They're not look, that horse is not moving. In all of the Knight's cards, the horse is moving quite quickly in like the Knight of Swords in those cards. But it is like, I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm not moving, like stubborn. Stuck and stubborn. You think that they're very stubborn. They're not willing to compromise, to change when it comes to your connection. But you do feel that they have a real passion for you with that Ace of Wands. It's like they're looking out for you, like maybe there's like a protective energy coming through, that they want to look out for you. I'm seeing daffodils. March is daffodils at the moment. That could be important. You could have like a birthday coming up, or they could have a birthday coming up, or it could be a time for an anniversary when you got together, or if you split up. Daffodils, or maybe your person like gave you a bunch of daffodils. You don't tend to buy them, do you? But I know you can get them, so maybe that's, all these little things should kind of fit. I feel like daffodils and March is important. But it's like, I was hearing the phrase, and this might mean something to you, and I just had to look it up. Let the chips fall where they may. So that would be how your person thinks, and it's to speak the truth in case you didn't fully know, and you're like me, or proceed with a decision regardless of the consequences of future outcome. So again, that horse is not moving, that person is not moving, you would think your person's so stubborn, maybe they're unwilling to compromise or unwilling to talk about things, work together, stubborn energy, and they're sticking with that decision, whether it's right, wrong, or there's regret. There's no budging. And I feel that strongly of how you think they feel. That they're in isolation, there could be overthinking, reflecting on the situation. This is an indecisive card, that being said. So maybe there is a part of you it's like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, they they do think about their decisions and actions, and but again, like, it's kind of like conflict in reverse. I was hearing conflict avoidance. Your person could be a conflict avoidant whenever there's an emotional situation. Their nervous system is triggered, they can't handle it, they run, they silence, and they don't deal with it. They're not good in a triggered state, and maybe people pleasing energy is coming to mind as well. Maybe you think your person's a people pleaser. Conflict avoidance, people who tend to, and I want to notice that they're not classic, like, we're not talking, dismissive avoidant, fearful avoidant, attachment style. This is just someone that runs from conflict. And people like that tend to be people pleasers. They will try and give you what you want or say what you want because you just don't want an argument. And it's not always the best, because you have to learn to speak, even when it's uncomfortable. I'm going to go to a part 2. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the link is on my bio. Love and light. Bye.